So it's early August. One of our prime focuses right now is simply going to be patterning those deer, and you want to not get too carried away because, here in Saskatchewan, our season opens on September 15th, so we can only capitalize on that for a few days. And that's because right now the ag is lush, everything's good, life's good for the deer. That's all going to start to change, around mid-September. So we're going to capitalize on that early season routine for a couple of days before everything starts to change for the fall. But the more information we have right now, it's going to help us formulate a plan and help us have a better idea when that deer starts to make changes on what he's going to do. But August, we're really going to focus on watching fields. And, trail cameras, probably the biggest impact on deer hunting in the last 40 years, or probably ever. They're a vital tool, and we use them. I mean, we use trail cameras like crazy. But watching fields still gives you good information because, when we set up a trail camera, we get a picture of a deer at a certain place and time. We can set up multiple trail cameras to kind of figure out how a deer is moving. But sitting on a field, being able to watch every trail coming to that field, every deer that comes to that field in real time, how the deer come out, how they move, how they leave, that gives us a lot of information, especially if we're going to set up on a field. Our big north alfalfa plot, I mean, we can sit for one night on the edge of that plot, or even a couple nights we'll sit there with the kids and watch the deer, and we'll get an immense amount of information of just how the deer flow out there, how they leave, and it gives us a lot of information about how we're going to get in there, how we're going to hunt, and just as important, how we're going to get out at the end of the night without blowing out the field. Because if we blow out the field every time we hunt, we're only going to take a couple sits, and then we're going to be all done there.
And when you say watch the field, you mean go there, act like you're hunting, beat the deer to the field, not just show up in a pickup truck.
No.
Make sure your buck is standing in the middle of the field.
Yeah, we don't drive up, and we try to stay as far away as we can because we don't want to spook deer. Every field's different. Some deer, you're right on the edge of the field, and it's kind of risky, but we don't want to bump those deer, so we're going to stay as far away as we can and just watch. We don't need to be 80 yards away. We know what bucks are out there, and we can recognize them from a ways away, so we're going to stay as far away as we can. But yeah, I mean, just rolling up in the pickup truck and stopping on the road and looking out the window with the binoculars. I mean, if you see one, it works, but that's not the goal. We don't want, the goal is not to see where that deer runs away from the road from. And we still push it because old school scouting is kind of lost these days a little bit, but it's so important, and it gives you such a good feel for how those deer are moving in any given area. So if you have any questions on what we talked about today as far as, watching fields or any topic that we've kind of covered, so far, or something we didn't cover that you want to know about, feel free to ask it. You can ask questions through the Excalibur website or through their Facebook page, through our Facebook page or our website, or wherever you're seeing this on social media. You can ask right in the comments. Ty will find it. We'll get that question answered. We might not be able to answer every question in the studio like this, but every question that comes in, we do get back to you. So, it just stimulates good discussion. If it's something that we missed, a question you have, feel free to ask, and we'll get back to you.